DJDUBL.
It's DJ Double here, and today I'm in the building with one of the hottest names out there in the clubs, on the radio. Man like Kent Jones.
Believe that.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
We London.
What's going on, man?
Here, man. Nah, I'm just enjoying myself, man. I always love when I come over here. The flight ain't too ridiculously long, and the energy's on an all-time high every time.
Yeah.
You know, can't beat that.
We're just getting started, man. In the UK, we know that you're an American guy. In America, how confused have they been about your origins and about what language you speak?
Oh, man, they're all over the place. But you got to let them be, because that's what happens when different cultures embrace you.
Yeah.
That's what happens. You just got to, embrace it back.
So you had situations where a Spanish chick might come up and just fluently start talking Spanish to you?
Some people think I'm Spanish. Some people think I'm Haitian. It's just different people. They think I know, so it's like, nah. I'm just very familiar with those different cultures.
Yeah.
And I have a love for them.
Yeah, of course.
So.
Most def, man. So let's talk about your come up real quick. Fat Joe was the first guy to sign you, right?
Yes. Yes, on Ink, yes. But I've actually been with Epidemic Music Group. I've been with Cool and Dre for a number of years now, since I was about 18, 19 years old.
Right, okay.
And I'm 23 now. I'm gonna be 24 soon. And Fat Joe definitely was there. Uncle Crack was there during the beginning of my career. He was also one of the cloths that I'm wrapped in.
Yeah.
But you see what's on my knuckles. It's that Epidemic Music. We ain't never stopping.
Yeah.
And then I got the We the Best. So it's a real family thing.
Yeah, there is a strong family connection.
Yeah.
Cool and Dre, obviously, with the Terror Squad thing. And...
Yeah, people don't understand. It's a real family. People ask, how you got the tattoos? Why you got that? It's bigger than that. It's bigger than what y'all are looking at on the media. It's bigger than that.
Mm. How did you meet Khaled? Obviously, Cool and Dre made the introduction, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Talk to me about the first time you met him.
First time I actually met him was, he had already decided that's the move he was gonna make. First time I met him was 2 years ago. I think we were going to Live that night or something like that. It was on a Sunday, and because I think he discovered me on that Friday, and then that Saturday is when I learned that's who. Because I think what happened was Friday night. It was a Friday night. And it's weird because I remember it because of what I was going through that night. I was going through people betraying me. It was an era of, it was weird. It was rough energy. Mm-hmm. And so I'm on my phone and it says DJ Khaled started following you. I'm like, I never met him or nothing like that. So I remember, I know who knows him, but still, it's so I look. And he likes a couple videos. He follows me, yada, yada. So the next day, he's on the yacht on Instagram talking about Kent Jones. So I'm confused. And I see my brother Dre, and I'm like, all right, okay, cool. And I met him Sunday, and, he was ready to, he saw the vision. And, nothing happens overnight. That was 2 years ago when I met Khaled. But, I went out there and hustled, did what I had to do. And now we're a team. We're a collective effort, and that's the best part about it.
You're different to other artists that are on the We the Best roster, and I kind of like it because I also feel like what you've achieved in the short amount of time almost surpasses what the other guys have done on We the Best.
What other guys you talking about?
I'm talking about Ace Hood, Movado. Obviously, you got a very.
Right now, We the Best Music is me and Khaled and Movado. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ace Hood ain't there.
I mean, it's me and Khaled, man. You know, We the Best Music, and that's where we are now. That's We the Best Music. Kent Jones, DJ Khaled, Movado Gully.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we taking it to and of course Movado Gully is a monster.
Have you been in the studio with him yet?
He's a huge. We're supposed to get in. We did a record though.
Yeah.
We did do a record. We haven't had a chance to physically get in because he's very busy. He's an icon,
bro. Yeah.
So and I've been very busy myself, but definitely we're teammates. I got love. He got love. we've worked on some things, and I'm very excited about his career as an artist.
Yeah.
Because of his style. That's it's huge. Reggae artists and dance hall, they only get one slot on the radio. If you want me to be honest with you, it's only one.
Yeah, of course.
And so if one person has that one slot, then consider it. But the fact that he's a genius and he's an icon, that's
his work ethic is ridiculous as well, man. I did some studio work with him a couple years ago in Kingston.
Welcome to the new We the Best music. It's called Kent Jones. It's called DJ Khaled. It's called Movado Gully. It's called Don't Ever Play Yourself. Don't ever play yourself.
When I listen to you, like, I hear a whole bunch of different artists in your style. Like, using your track Rocket Ship as an example.
Man,
you open with Biggie.
Who the is this?
I can hear like
636.
Ahmad in there or J. Cole maybe.
That's that vibe. That's crazy.
Did you produce the record as well?
Yeah.
So when I listen to that track, the instrumental, I listen and I hear a bit of like Busta Rhymes, Put Your Hands Where My Eye Can See. Like the bass line in that.
Boom. Yeah.
It's in there. So like, obviously with Don't Mind, you're sampling Barry White as well.
Yeah.
All Right, you've got that Earth, Wind and Fire. Like, that's a whole range.
That's the Kent Jones sound. That is the Kent Jones sound.
So how have you been exposed to like such a wide variety of music?
It's from a childhood of elders that enjoyed wholesome music, which that's what it was back then. It was none of this generated microwave look-alike, sound-alike era. It's not, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time. This is why I'm having and this is not me as an artist having a hard time, because I believe 10 years ago, if Kent Jones was to come out as an artist, he'd be just as big or right now, as I am right now, without social media. But nonetheless, this new look-alike, sound-alike generation, that's something that I've had to kind of find my own way around to work around. You understand? Because I'm not doing that at all. You ain't gonna catch me I'm not doing that. It's certain flows I still haven't done because of that. Yeah. But it's like, we're taking it a day at a time, and, people, the world knows, and they're starting to realize that's the Kent Jones sound. So if you hear anybody else doing anything like that, you know where they got it from.
You're into jazz as well, right?
Yes.
Why did you choose rap over jazz?
I didn't choose anything over anything. I just used everything, to use every aspect of each discipline to shape me as an artist and a musician. I got the same love for all of them, which is why I'm so successful at all of them. You can't look at one thing and be like, he could be a little better at that. And you can't, because I've worked hard to prove myself as who it's always been said that I am and who I say I am. It's out there. So if it's out there and you still choose not to acknowledge it, maybe it's a personal thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So congratulations on the record, by the way.
Thank you,
Don't
brother.
Mind Storm the World. I mean, it's doing big things over here. Yeah. Top 10 platinum records.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Still, people still holding on to it, and that's I believe it's gonna be around for a while.
It was a real slow build record. Like, I remember on our station, we playlisted it maybe from late last year, possibly the start of this year. And it went through the cycles and then it moved off the playlist. But then we reintroduced it for the summer because over here it got like a fresh breath, you know what I mean? And it became the summer joint. Like, was the way that it built slowly, was that a surprise to you?
When elaborate on what you mean by that.
So when the song dropped, obviously off the mixtape tours,
yes.
Sometimes
was I surprised that it became a? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, because I mean, I also heard
because I didn't know.
Put it on the mixtape, right?
It was on the mixtape, but
you were gonna leave it off.
We were gonna leave it off.
Yeah.
So none of us knew. So very.
So then growing over time, obviously, when you get stuff like that, especially these days, the way people digest music, they're going to listen to it. If your mixtape drops today, it's going to be the topic of conversation for like a week.
Yeah.
And then the next project from someone else comes and that's what's up.
The key
but with
is...
Don't Mind, it kind of had its release and the campaign and the mixtape was out, but then not until this summer that it really kind of peaked, in my opinion.
That's crazy.
So like the slow build, obviously, you didn't expect it to be a summer 16 hit, right?
Not at all. And matter of fact, after a while, like Fetty Wap had this interview where he was talking about what happened when he went and worked Trap Queen, how long it took. And it took him about a year to break Trap Queen, just the first record. Took them about a year, maybe a little over. So now I understand when I meet people from France and they say, okay, two months ago they started really playing it. I'm like, okay, yeah. Over where they are, I'm like, all right, it makes sense.
Yeah.
The world, because it's been booming for about a year strong in the U.S. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So that's why I'm glad I'm here to feed them this new joint because it's special. This new joint is special.
Do you feel like, or have you felt any pressure to follow up? Don't mind.
I mean, nah, I just did it, and we got over 1 million on YouTube in less than a month.
On All Right?
On All Right.
Right, okay.
Yeah. And, it's about to start, people are going to start hearing it a lot more. And, it's undeniable.
Yeah.
It's undeniable.
It's another big record, actually. How did you pick the sample for that? Like, why specifically that sample?
It's just a feeling, man. It's a feeling. That record was freestyle. Don't Mind was freestyle. It's just all a feeling.
By freestyle, you mean like
booth.
Making the beat and then going into the booth and just recording whatever vocals come out and then tidying it up afterwards, of course.
That's what was it.
Right.
And what's crazy enough, I could give y'all this little gem. I don't think I've shared this before. It just dawned on me.
Got some exclusives.
Yeah, when I did All Right, it's funny that we talked about the freestyle because in the first verse, I say, she said I'm a freak, but I'm not promiscuous. Somebody actually just told me that on the phone before I went into the booth.
Right.
So I was just a regular conversation. He said, oh, yeah, I'm a freak, but I'm not promiscuous. I said, really? So when I went in there, she said I'm a freak, but I'm not promiscuous. And then the beehive outside the studio, I told her there's really a beehive hanging outside of the studio for real. So it's like,
real life stuff.
Yeah, man.
We'll talk about when it comes to like the sample clearance.
Yeah, nobody gets Earth, Wind & Fire cleared but Ken Jones.
So you done it. Did you make the song and then clear the sample, or did you?
We had to do it. We had to make it and then clear the interpolation.
So they obviously had to hear it.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And nobody ever gets Earth, Wind & Fire cleared.
Nah, but you did it. Congrats, bro.
Absolutely.
And it's a hit as well. It's definitely a banger. Is this all stuff that's going towards the album?
The album is some things. On Too Much Too Soon, the project I just put out with 20 records on it, there's a couple joints that may make the album. Obviously, the song Hello, we know is a big record.
Yeah.
So it's so many big records we have to hold people off until an album, to where they'll frequently ask. But right now, we're going to be a better example.
Right. Just building the brand and working towards that.
Because I know a lot of guys that put out a few singles at once and then a little project and then they faded. And not me. We're gonna show them. So.
Do you prefer rapping or producing?
I like all of it.
All of it.
Yep.
So when it comes to you as a producer, because you're like a proper musician, like you play piano, you play guitar, right? You do drums.
I'm about to pick up that bass too. To pick up that bass and learn that bass.
So when you're in the studio producing, are you playing the real instruments or is it digital versions?
Virtual. It's virtual.
So on the keyboard?
Yes.
Right.
It's still being played. It's virtual, and I have a way of making all of them sound lifelike, real.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you record real instruments?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why don't you?
I'm actually getting into that. There's a possibility I might be partnering up with Quincy Jones.
Oh, sick. Potential,
we're working on. So that'll be the time where I lean on him for his orchestrations and his input as far as live players and things of that nature. But yeah, like last time I came to London, I did BBC Live Room and I practiced with a band. So
yeah.
Heavy,
man. You featured on Khaled's Major Key album. Don't Play Yourself.
Man.
Now, the thing that struck me about that, when I looked at the record, first of all, there's 4 New York artists, and you're Florida, right?
Correct.
Secondly, like there are 4 legends. Like that is a tough roster to be on. If I was shown that roster and told to write a verse, I'd be nervous. Like, did you ever feel like real pressure to get on the track and perform that?
I was excited when I heard that I was doing the track. And by the time I got to the studio, the verse was already done.
Right.
And I hadn't even heard the record. So yeah, very excited.
Who did the best verse on that track?
It's between me and Jada.
Right.
It's
I like that you're not really.
I
on
know
the
I
fence, like.
had the best verse.
You or Jada? Who?
We know I had the best verse.
Yes,
on the
he's
song.
not on the fence. I love that.
I had the best. Let's not play ourselves. I had to represent for the culture, and they're all my peoples. But I had the best verse on the song. But Jada
was a close second.
Jada
right?
came in the beginning with that pat him down, count the money, let him see the work. That's the definition of a major key alert. Another man gotta die, won't be the first, won't be the last. All I see is cash. The real story don't match what you rapping about. So keep the movies in, stop acting out. And I ain't talking about no watch or no cars neither. Everything will get copped at a large leisure. Used to be a crack monster, had the hard fever. Woo! Switch from the dark bald head to the dark Caesar. Like, he's just disrespectful.
No, you forgot the ad-lib.
No, yeah. You gotta hit him with that.
So, right, the last one, ultimate collaboration. So you've obviously been on the track already with 4 big names.
Man.
You've done the bits with Khaled. You've toured with Beyonce.
Yes.
Did you meet Jay-Z, by the way?
Briefly.
How does a conversation with Jay-Z go?
I didn't really get to talk to him like that because him and Khaled was talking. And it was just in passing because I was on my way to leave to go somewhere else, yeah.
Quick Snapchat and then...
Not even. I'm sure that's what a lot of guys like to do.
But my main question was, ultimate collaboration, dead or alive, who would you most like to do a record with? Amika out there, in the dress.
Yeah.
That's it.
So, we're in the studio right now, matter of fact. Let's make that happen.
Kent Jones, it's been a pleasure, man.
Absolutely.
Thanks for your time, brother.
You already know.
It's DJDUBL here with Kent Jones. How do you say goodbye in Japanese?
That's a good question. Do you know?
Creole? I don't know. I'm asking you. You're the language expert.
Nah, I'm not. I'm not
Do you
the
know
language
Creole?
expert. Creole.
Or French?
Is it Nava Boucher? Something like that.
Let's just say au revoir.
Au revoir.
Yeah, I'm kind of honored, man. I see your emails all the time, see your videos all the time. So it's like, yo, I can't believe I'm doing this.
You finally made it. You finally made it.
Doing it. Feeling the pressure.
About when people ask you about your relationship with Gucci Mane. Because I know you don't really like talking about it, and with him coming out, it's another question that's going to be recycled. People asking, like,
DJDUBL.